Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. So we'll have some more clips from Smiley's full mythic rally trap. So if you guys don't know Smiley, he has a full mythic rally trap. He has tier 5 familiars on his rally trap, and his merging gear, which is fake gear, has full gold jewels in it as well. So he's got full gold jewels obviously in his real gear, but he also has full gold jewels in his fake gear, which makes his fake gear better than my real gear, I think, at least for attack. Obviously it's missing HP because merging gear doesn't have HP in the actual set. But all the attack you get from the jewels and stuff. I think there's a lot of defense too, because I think he has some gold defense jewels in there as well. But anyways, if you guys do like these videos from Smiley, hit that thumbs up. Really helps out the video. Also comment down below what you guys want to see in future videos. Maybe I'll have some other videos coming out. Anyways, he's going to pour back to the hive now, because once he's got this guy's leader, this is the perfect situation if you're a rally trap. So if you're a rally trap, this is the perfect situation to be in. They have now soloed you and they have given you your leader. You don't need a fake offline anymore because you're going to get a rally either way, because if they're going to go in for a solo trap or a solo attack, they're definitely going to go in for a rally as well, because they're not too worried about you. Obviously, if they were worried about you, they probably wouldn't try and solo you. So the rescue rally will come right now here. So they have set the rescue rally here. So this guy is going to be the rally what's called rally leader. He's not quite as strong as the person who tried to solo him, which is good. Sometimes you'll actually catch their top tier rally lead, and that is a that's a good situation to be in if you're a rally trap, because you're not going to get hit by the strongest rally. You probably don't want to be hit by the strongest rally unless you have really good gear. Smiley does have really good gear, so he could probably take a really good rally lead. But if you're a small rally trap, like 200 something mil might, like low 200s, you're probably not looking for top tier rally leads anyways, because they hurt a lot. Those tier 5 familiars do a ton of damage, but Smiley has tier 5 familiars of his own, so he can do a ton of damage as well. But there's nothing to really stop the tier 5 familiar damage against you, because it is auto damage. The only thing is, if you have really crazy HP, which Smiley does, he has like 500% HP, so really good HP in his gear. You can see his gear right there. It's full mythic except for that one cup. He is missing one mythic cup there, so he's obviously has a little bit to work on, but otherwise he's pretty set up here. So before he starts taking this rally, he's just got to set up, basically. Make sure he's ready to take it. 17 seconds away. They will start the spam. So if you've ever taken a rally, this is the hardest part of the rally, obviously. The spam that's going to happen right before the rally happens, because trying to get that, trying to get that rally as it's coming in and actually clicking on it is really hard if they're spamming well. He just throws his gear on there, full mythic gear on there. He's going to try and see what they're sending. But it is hard. He did see its cav. Unfortunately, he's setting in infantry, so he gets to quickly try and switch the range. But he might have been a little bit too slow on that one. We'll see. But he did cap it, so not too bad. He only took 61,000 reds, so not a big deal. But yes, he did not get the phalanx change on time. He was in infantry when the cav rally hit, so he did take a full counter. If you're a rain trap, obviously it's much easier. Just stay in your rain. You don't really care what they're sending. You don't need to switch. But if you're a full rally trap like Smiley is set up as a full rally trap, so he does have 3 front lines of tier 2. Then he just takes mixed reinforcements. Yeah, so he's around 2 mil each of tier 2, and then I think he has like 700k of each tier 4. I could be wrong, actually. I'm not 100% sure what he has right here, because he did take reinforcements there, and he usually takes his mix, so I'd say about 300,000 of each of those were the what's called reinforcements from his guildmate, so he probably has around 700,000 of each tier 4. That was the rally lead, and that's why the rally did not do a crazy amount of damage, even though he got countered. Only 600,000 tier 2 injured, and yeah, that was it, basically, because even on a full counter, not a big deal. Yeah, you can see he doesn't have full mythic gear or anything like that. So the guy who sold him actually had way better gear than the guy who actually went in for the rally, which sometimes is really nice because you don't take as many losses. Obviously, if Smiley had got the full counter on, he only took like 200,000 losses from that guy, or like 200,000 injured, no losses. As it was, he took about 600,000, which about 60,000 was losses there. So that was the first guy there. The first guy actually lost 178,000 because apparently his infirmaries are full. I guess he wasn't expecting Smiley to have anything, because I would have emptied my infirmaries before I went in for that. So we'll take a look at the actual battle report here. So this is the battle. You'll see the familiars and stuff, and you get to see Smiley's familiars. You can see they did have tier 5 in the rally because they're the ones that show up. But yeah, those are all their familiars. They all went off basically at the same time because half the guy's army got taken out like almost instantly, and then they knocked down Smiley, and you can see that his tier 5 familiars come all out at the same time once 4% of his troops come out, or he loses 4% of his troops. So those are really good familiars, those ones for rally traps. If you can afford the tier 5 familiars, the one that activates at the 4%, so I think it's like Bon Appetit, what's called... it's not Blackwing. Is it Blackwing? Anyways, those ones. They activate at 4% to do 600% damage. So they do really, really well because you are probably going to lose 4% of your troops at a rally, which is not a ton of troops. The other ones, you have to lose 10% or something like that, so they're not as good. But that one obviously does really well. You can see Smiley has 3 of the familiars there. You can see this guy had familiars as well. His familiars actually are not bad. He's got 4 max familiars, no tier 5 familiars, which obviously it makes it easy. But yeah, you can see here, those are Smiley's familiars, 3 maxed, the ones that do 4% of the damage right away. And you can see about 600,000 damage from a full counter with tier 4 and tier 5 in the rally. So really good job by Smiley there. So we take a look at the next one. So this one's going to be during KVK. So this is going to be from Yamanatu Sun. We'll take a look at this guy's gear. Again, if Smiley does get the counter, he's not going to get too many losses, but if he doesn't get, or if he gets countered, he will take some losses, usually from a good rally lead. Again, the previous guy was not a great rally lead, so even getting fully countered didn't take any losses. But obviously rain traps, again, are a little bit easier. If you guys don't know the difference between a full rally trap and a rain trap is just basically you have only what's called one front line. That's either whatever you want to go, probably range or infantry. Don't go cav. It's just, I mean, you can go cav. You could get in trouble with going cav. Obviously, if you've seen those big hits, they're usually cav. There's about 14 seconds left, but yeah. So the difference between a rain trap is you have one front line, usually just have tier 4, no tier 2 in that, and you just take full tier 4 reinforcements. Makes you a massive front line. Obviously, tier 5 familiars can hit your back line, so sometimes you can get countered that way, which is also why on my rain trap, I don't like taking tier 5 rally leads. It just hurts. No spam on this one, so this is going to be easy. He has lots of time. They're not carpeting. He can basically just pour it away if he's in the right phalanx, which he was. He'll sit in infantry, which he was there. They sent range, so pretty easy. He's just going to pour it away, eat it. The other guy poured away right away. Jesus, that guy just like zipped out of there. So Smiley switched to his war gear, pour it away, switch back. Pretty easy rally here. Only 245,000. Again, this is what happens when he counters. Not many losses on it. And again, since he does have 3 front lines, tier 2 in each, he can just basically switch to whatever he wants. So he takes mixed reinforcements, goes for the full counter and all that. As long as they don't spam and carpet, it's usually okay. But when they start spamming carpet, you're kind of just praying and hoping you're in the right phalanx, because by the time you see the click on there and go through all the spam and try and find the actual coalition and see what it is, and then you go over to switch your phalanx, they've usually carpeted it to you, and you're kind of out of luck. So that's what almost happened to me when I took my rally on my solo trap there. I couldn't find the rally for whatever. It took me like 10 seconds to find the rally. Thankfully, they didn't carpet me, so I was able to eat that one pretty easily and full counter it. But again, like this one's pretty easy. No spam. You can see what's coming in, so you plenty of time to just basically see if he was in the right phalanx and port away. But yeah, only 200,000 losses on that rally. So amazing job by Smiley on this one, eating that really easily. Basically no losses, makes it really, really, really easy to heal too, because only 245,000. You can see his gear again is not full mythic. So these are the kind of rally leads you want to be taking on your smaller rally traps. For Smiley, he can go after the bigger ones because he got full mythic gear. But if you're a 200 mil rally trap and you have basic purple blue gear, you probably don't want to be taking rallies from these next rally leads, because these guys will hurt. So now we get to see the difference between the low tier rally leads and the top tier rally leads, what the difference is when you get countered. So the first guy is going to be, or they're both being from HPZ. So I think one of the HPZ guys soloed him. Yeah, so they went tier 5. This was a tier 5 solo. He only did 28,000. Again, Smiley's in his fake gear. He does have a bigger front line here, as you you can see, he's got 3.4 million tier 2 infantry in his front line right now, so quite a big front line. That's why he's up to 223 mil might and not down around 200 mil. A lot of times Smiley will sit like 215 mil, but he's a little bit bigger right here. Yeah, you can see this guy, he has 3 mythic cups, mythic champ, 60 castle stars, all that jazz. So this is one of those top tier rally leads, not a Titan, but top tier rally leads that you got to watch out for. Here comes the spam. So this one's going to be very important for Smiley to try and counter, because if he doesn't counter, he's going to be taking tons of losses. And you'll see the difference between the first rally lead who countered him and then this rally lead is who is going to counter him right here. So we'll see this. He's going to switch over to his real gear, which is full mythic here. Switch down here, try and see where the rally is. He cannot find the rally, and the rally's already hit him. So no chance to counter there. Couldn't find what the rally was. He could have tried to look at the guy's gear as it was walking, as long as the guy doesn't basically fake him out with gear. But yeah, he ended up taking quite a bit of losses. He was able to cap him though, so the first rally capped, but he did drop 30 million might. A lot of tier 2 gone in that one, so a lot of dead tier 2. You can see what the guy's gear was. It was Cav. If he had clicked on his name, he might have been able to see what gear he was, as long as the guy's not trying to fake him out. But yeah, so that might be the best option sometimes. Just click on the guy's castle as soon as the rally locks. See what gear he's in, because that's probably the best indication of what he's sending at you, especially if they're spamming. A lot of times you won't be able to find it. So as long as they're not trying to fake you out and putting the wrong gear on as it's walking, because it's not a good idea, because if they're on the wrong gear and you port away, they're kind of in trouble, or really in trouble, because they're going to do like no damage then. But yeah, 2.5 million losses from his front line, was able to cap anyways, down to 190 million after that. So yeah, that's what difference between a top tier rally lead like this guy with mythic champ and what's called all that stuff. Obviously you can't really tell with his cav gear, because it's just regular cav gear, but depending on what his jewels are, obviously. But he obviously has good jewels and stuff, because looking at his other gear, it's a good indication of what he has, especially you have 3 mythic cups and mythic champ. That's kind of a good indication. And he also has 60 castle stars, so obviously that's going to be adding to his stats and all that. So the next guy is going to be St. Regis, so it's going to be really, really important for Smiley to try and counter this one. Again, St. Regis is probably another really top tier rally lead. He does have champion gear and all that, but we'll take a look at what his actual gear is when he comes in. Yeah, so St. Regis is like 6 chat man, but here comes the spam. So again, what Smiley probably needed to do here is just look at St. Regis's gear with the gear that he's actually sending it in, and then try and switch the phalanx based on that. He guessed they were going to send Cav again, so that's why he switched the range. So he's now in range right now, so he's really hoping they send another Cav rally, hoping they think he's what's called rain trap. But yeah, he did get his gear switch on, but unfortunately he got countered again. So that's 2 counters by 2 really good rally leads back to back. So he ended up taking a lot of losses, another 3 million. So yeah, so even Smiley with his full mythic gear can get in trouble if he takes a rally from these top tier rally leads and he gets countered. You're just taking so many troops, especially when you have so little troops. If he had tons more troops, it wouldn't matter so much. But since he has so little troops, since he's sitting at around 200 mil might or whatever it is, he doesn't have much chance for error against these top tier guys. Yeah, you can see his fake gear. It's just full gold jewels again. It's like, Jesus, even in his fake gear, he's probably has better stats than me. So it's kind of funny. But anyway, so yeah, he's going to heal up here. But yeah, you saw how much damage that actually did. That's what a full counter does to you. So if you're not a rain trap and you can counter, it's really important you do, because you don't have a full tier 4 front line. You're going to be taking tons of losses. So Smiley's just going to switch over to his training now, because obviously he's down to 161. He needs to rebuild. He is almost 1.6 million gems here, so he can rebuild really quickly. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to start rebuilding, pull out some resources and stuff like that. But again, Smiley doesn't care too much about the losses as much. I mean, it does suck to lose the troops, but since he is a full rally trap and he's a pay-to-play thing, so he takes these big rallies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I will have some more videos coming out. I do have a top 5 traps of the week coming out very soon. More solo traps. And if you guys have any more clips you guys want to send me, just I'll leave my line in the description down below. Add me online and send me your clips, and I hope you guys see you in the next one.